Welcome to the latest video for Spot for Micro Focus PPM, which is short for Simple PPM Orchestration Tool. Since the announcement of Spot earlier this year, it's been generating quite a bit of interest as virtually all PPM customers have a need for integrations, and Spot makes it very easy to quickly build them without any coding, yet in a supported and robust manner. Since the initial announcement, we further invested in the solution, primarily in support of full bidirectional capabilities and building support for many popular IT management tools such as JIRA or ServiceNow. Today, I'm going to demonstrate some of those capabilities by configuring and executing bidirectional integrations with JIRA, one of the most popular applications PPM is often asked to integrate with. So let's go ahead and see this in action. Spot uses Excel to configure the integrations, and if need be, to manually edit the data before it travels to the target system. However, once integrations have been configured and assuming data can flow without manual interventions, then those data loads may be fully automated on the server side and be triggered by PPM reports or OS jobs. So I'm going to go ahead and log on now. So I need to put in my PPM credentials, and if I have single sign-on enabled, I can totally bypass this screen. Let's go ahead and log on as admin. Spot now allows me to define all the third-party applications that I like to connect with, and then build as many data mappings as needed between PPM and those applications. So go ahead and switch to the application. Today we're working with JIRA, and this is PPM. So our first use case involves importing risks from JIRA into PPM. So let's check out the state of data before the load. So here on the JIRA side we have 4 risks. And then on the PPM side, we have 3 risks. And you'll notice here that there is a JIRA key. So these risks correspond to 3 existing risks on the JIRA side. However, there's actually 4. So I'm going to go ahead and configure the integration. So I'll go back to Spot. So I'll first start by clicking the search icon. The very first step, since Spot is bidirectional, is to select the source and target systems. I'm going to go ahead and click on Import to PPM. As far as a type, I'm going to choose Define Application. We have file extracts and MS connection files available. So we'll choose Define Application. And we have, in this demo instance, either JIRA or Snow. So I'm going to choose JIRA. So it's important to note that during this configuration, Spot's actually interrogating the systems involved for the latest configuration. It makes it a lot easier to set up those integrations and respond to application changes. So Application Entity, I am going to choose Risk. And on target side, on PPM, we're actually going to choose request. So we query all the different requests on the PPM side, Spot will. And then we'll choose risk on the target side as well. Click on OK to continue. So on this second screen, I'm now being asked to map fields between the data source and target, as well as tell Spot how to join them and apply transformations if needed. Fortunately, I don't have to do this every time. I can actually save these mappings. So I had one saved previously. I'll go ahead and select JIRA risk to PPM risks. When I do that, it actually loads up the actual field mappings, and you can see, as I mentioned before, the JIRA key, which is essentially the primary key of the mapping between those 2 systems and those 2 particular entities, and specifically this field. So click on OK to continue. Loaded 4 records. So on the third screen and last screen, it's actually going to ask me how to actually handle that load, handle those 4 items it selected and found. So I'm going to go ahead and select Merge and Create, and we're going to choose to actually do it, or we can actually simulate them. We'll do an actual, then click on OK. Spot shows me that the first 3 risks exist in PPM as we saw previously, and then tends to update them. The 4th one on the bottom doesn't exist, so you'll notice here that there's no actual request ID, so meaning it doesn't exist. I actually go ahead and create a new one. So before the merge data gets loaded into PPM, I can go ahead and easily edit it while utilizing drop-downs and autocomplete lists, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and send this information into PPM directly from Spot. I'll click on Save. Four records are successfully processed. Now, these were the 4 risks from JIRA. There were 3 risks that already existed previously. I'll click on refresh. Now we should see 4. Yep. So this is the new one that was just newly created. And actually go ahead and updated some information from the 3 existing risks based on that JIRA key. It actually updated the action plans. Now let me go ahead and demonstrate another JIRA integration, this time the other direction. This time it's going to be an outbound PPM integration. So let's assume for this scenario that PPM work plans are used for planning purposes, and milestones on those work plans need to go ahead and spawn JIRA epics. So on this side we have the source of our information. These are the milestones on the work plan. Then on the JIRA side, we currently only have one epic. Let's go back to Spot. So I'll go ahead and click on search item again. This time around I'm going to choose export from PPM. Then on the target side I'm going to choose define application. The application in question will be JIRA. The application entity will be epics. And the source of this information, again since it's bidirectional, is going to go ahead and be PPM. The entity type in question is going to be work plan, and more specifically it's going to be milestones. So rather than transfer all the project information and work plans, we're going to go ahead and select a specific work plan. Paste that in. We'll hit OK to continue. Then on the second page, we're going to go ahead and create our specific field mappings based on the information from our first page. So again, we'll select a saved mapping. This time around, it's going to be PPM milestone to JIRA epics. Once I select it, the mappings bring up the fields that were previously set up. And click OK to continue. It loaded 4 records, as we saw previously. The load operation, again, we're going to choose merge and create, and we'll choose an actual load. Click on OK. If need be, we can also edit the data again, and when we're ready, we can hit the save to update JIRA. So I'll go ahead and hit save to update JIRA. 4 records were successfully processed. We'll head back to JIRA. So this is the state of the data in JIRA before, and then after we'll refresh. Now we have 4 epics based on the 4 milestones that came from PPM. Other than these 2 use cases, any combination of PPM and JIRA entities may be set up to exchange data between them in any desired direction. And as I mentioned in the beginning, those data loads may be executed in a fully automated mode from the server. As you can see, this new product makes the challenging and expensive task of integrating PPM data easy yet robust, regardless of the PPM module or the data source. See how Spot can quickly turn your PPM implementation from an island into an integral element of your IT landscape by visiting us at www.ppmetrics.com or emailing us at info@ppmetrics.com to learn more or schedule a full demo. Thank you for watching.